Okay, so now I'm going to talk about a week that we spent with a guy called Ewan Downey, who is a theatre artist with a company called Company of Wolves. And this week was actually really enjoyable. I felt like I got a lot out of this week, but I'm not entirely sure how, and I'll get to that in a second. But going into it, I was quite worried because we were told that it was going to involve like 6 hours of running every day, and that it would just be a lot of fitness stuff. And I'm not really good at fitness stuff, so I was really concerned as to how this would go. But ended up not being like that really at all. I mean, it was still there's a lot of fitness orientated activities that we did, but it was in a much more sort of focused way. Like there was more reason behind them for that. But basically, what the week came down to was a mixture of sort of researching what our bodies could do through various kinds of movement exercises, as well as visualization and trying to embody those things. And then we took that kind of research that we did and we put it into some excerpts from Greek plays. So we worked out of the Oresteia, specifically the Agamemnon play from the Oresteia trilogy, Orestia, something like that. I don't know, whatever, it's Greek. So we were split into like 3 different groups, and each group worked with one of the directing students, and we basically created a Greek chorus using the movement techniques and whatnot that had been taught to us. And through that way, we kind of created these modern or contemporary Greek choruses. And it was a lot of interesting stuff. So as far as like the actual exercises that we did, it involved a lot of sort of like focusing on individual parts of our body and just seeing what they could do and where they wanted to go. So it could start with like moving your head around, then it went to your shoulders, your chest, your abdomen, your elbows, your wrists and fingers, your hips, your knees, and your feet. And then finding ways to sort of freeform all of those. And then we had to embody like various emotions or memories, and there's a lot of things like that. And it would go on for long periods of time, so it was quite the workout. And it basically involved a lot of us just kind of rolling about on the floor in the end. Like anyone who actually came into the room during any of these exercises would have thought we were all mad. But it felt good to do, and it felt good to like feel my body stretching and feel it kind of exploring new things that I just never really had thought to try to do before. So that was a lot of great stuff. And then we put it into these Greek choruses. And those were just a lot of fun to do. It came down to a lot of sort of ensemble devised work in a different way than what I normally do. Having worked with Kaleidoscope Theatre so much in the past, shout out, which is a lot of sit down and talk and figure it out. Whereas this was very much like, all right, everyone up on our feet. We're going to improvise movement to this Leonard Cohen song, because this was the week where Leonard Cohen passed away. That's just as a random example, and it was like, let's do it in a way that we feel shows off the character of Agamemnon, for example. And so it was just a lot of different movement things, and from there we kind of took what we liked and we put it into the actual scene or whatever that we did. But what's interesting is that I really enjoyed it, and I really feel good about doing it. I wish we had done more because it was only for 1 week. But it's hard to pin down what I learned from it. It's hard to pin down like what exactly I can take forwards. And I think it really is just down to knowing what I can do with my body and practicing that over and over again. And he actually gave me some feedback afterwards. He gave a bunch of us, all of us feedback, and mine basically involved with opening up, relaxing, and figuring out how to do that. So yeah, that's hopefully is what will happen when I figure out how to do that. Yeah.